So, what is your position here in the temple?
Correct. Here I teach Jainism. We have a Pathshala classes Sunday school. So I teach 13-year-old. We meet every alternate Sunday. So we have the whole Pathshala Sunday school from age 4 all the way up to 17 until they graduate from high school, and there are different levels. So I teach 13-year-old, and our subject, the class is Karma Theory and 12 reflection. Then we also learn about Stuti, or devotional song that talks about Arihanta Bhagwan. Arihanta Bhagwan, do you know what is Arihanta Bhagwan in Jainism? Okay. In Jainism, God is not what we see. God, that the definition of the God is the one that is liberated.
Right.
It's in moksha. They don't come down to help you. They don't give you any worldly possessions, whatever you ask for, but they show you the path towards liberation. So for that, there are two types of God in Jainism. One is called Arihanta, the other one is called Siddha. Siddha Bhagwan are the one who are already liberated soul. They have achieved completely purification and they are completely liberated, and they are in the moksha, on the top of the abode, right? And Arihanta are the one who are at the last end of their journey. So this is the last cycle where they will not come back again to go through birth and death kind of cycle, right? So this is the last human birth, and at the end of that, when the lifespan expires, they will liberate and they become Siddha. So they are the one, Arihanta are the one where they have the last life, and after that they liberate and they have achieved total knowledge or Kevala Jnana. So they are called Arihanta. And then this particular stuti or the devotional song is nothing but virtue of Arihanta Bhagwan, Namuthunam. That's what I teach there too. So in the classroom we have Karma Theory, 12 reflection, and this Namuthunam Sutra that they learn.
Is it true that you practice extreme vegetarianism?
Correct.
And like you don't wear any animal products or anything, right? And what is it?
Ahimsa. Ahimsa.
Non-violence, right?
Yes.
So what are some aspects that are maybe unusual to outsiders?
You talk when you talk about ahimsa, you mainly talk about non-violence, and you talk about non-killing, right? You don't want to kill any animals, you don't want to walk on the grass. Your killing is animal killing is the 5 sense soul, right? You know, the 1 sense, 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, 5 sense. So it's not only 5 sense, all the way from 1 sense to 5 sense, everything, if you hurt them, it's all called violence. In the 1 sense category, you have grass, plants, right? Earth, fire, water, and wind. They all are 1 sense soul. So even when it rains, we're not supposed to walk in the water, or we're not supposed to really go, and when you take shower, you have to limit how much water you use, because it is like a violence there too, because you are killing 1 sense soul. So it's up to that level, from 1 sense all the way to 5 sense. But as a householder, we have certain waiver, or deviation, or the limitation, like we are still in the world, and we're still we have to do daily chores there. So for us, 1 sense soul is kind of it's kind of given waiver to you. It's okay because you cannot survive. But if you become monk, when you become sadhunis, when you renunciate, there even 1 sense soul, they cannot hurt.
Wow.
They cannot walk in the water. They cannot, whatever plants that we have, they don't eat raw. You have to step on the grass, nothing. But even the raw vegetables, they don't eat. So there's a certain period that you have to, after you cut the vegetables, you have to keep it for 48 minutes or so before you eat. That way they become achit. They become without any, souls in there. So it's quite a bit in water. They don't drink the cold water. You have to boil it and then you drink water. A lot of things they have to follow as a monk. But as a householder, you are allowed to, do this kind of thing. So coming back to non-violence, right? Non-violence, these are the external things: 1 sense, 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, 5 sense. Are those not hurting them. That's one part of the non-violence. But the other main part of non-violence is our own internal thing. So whenever we are even hurting someone, even thinking, right, mind, body, speech, in action you cannot do all those things, right? But even in talking, you cannot do that also. For example, you cannot say that, I'm going to cut this thing, I'm going to eat that thing. That is also by speech. You're doing the violence there. And on top of that, mind, thinking. Even if you're thinking about it, that is also part of the violence. And thinking plays a big role. You can be abstain from not eating all these vegetables and all that thing, but in your mind, I wish I could eat that, wish I could do that. That means you are committing violence there also. So that's just the 1 sense to 5 sense. But as a soul, yourself, non-violence is if we are doing anger, ego, deceit, greed, any kind of passions that we have, or any kind of attachment, aversion, these are all called violence to yourself, because soul is pure, powerful, and all these are called, these are not virtues of the soul. And if you are doing something that is not part of the soul, it's called violence also. So it goes to that level.
Is there anything other interesting or unknown about Jainism that you could share? Something that people wouldn't know from reading the book?
Let's see. Yeah, this particular thing, the violence, I don't think, the stealing is also another way of looking at it. Stealing means you always think about, whatever external possessions or external articles or external thing that we take it, we call it stealing, right? But it goes beyond that. The definition of stealing means whatever is not the virtue of the soul, and if you're acquiring all that thing, that means you're stealing. So for example, if you do any kind of attachment and aversion, which is not part of you, so now you're trying to get that thing from outside, that means you're stealing. So that's not you, and yet you're stealing all that thing. So it goes to that level.
So you have to practice being detached from everything except for yourself, right?
Correct. Yourself is your soul. That's you. You are the soul, and everything else is not you. So the more you contemplate upon, more you engage with yourself, more you worship your own soul, that is the purification happening. The karmas are going away, and anything getting outside world, starting from thoughts, feelings, body, then mind, then the body, and all the external things. And that's not you. So anything you're taking from that means all stealing.
Wow. It's very interesting. Thank you for sharing a little bit with me. Would we be able to walk around a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah?
They take it. For monk, it's pretty restricted. You have to really work with one sense kind of thing. For householders, it's limited. You can okay to do the one sense. Why don't it's okay. But then there are the 5 vows, and after that, compassion, multiple views, and tolerance. These are virtues again. Compassionate, being compassionate to everyone. Then multiple views is another basic fundamental of Jainism, where it respects everyone's point of view, multiplicity, multiple point of view, because we don't have that much of knowledge. Whatever limited knowledge we have, based on that we pass an opinion, pass a judgment. So